welcome to ISHE 36.
Oh,
How's it going?
It's going great. Yes, it's a great conference. So I always love coming to ISHE.
What has been the most interesting thing you've seen so far?
So I've really liked all the talks so far. I really liked one yesterday about SOP deviation, and then the one today about burnout. It's been great. So just so far, I've been loving all the talks and meeting everybody too.
And you're actually having an opportunity to speak. What are you speaking about?
Yes, so I am speaking about how you can enhance critical thinking and teamwork through randomization, and how we did that at my laboratory at Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office through a tabletop exercise.
Randomization meaning?
So, like, we used aspects of the game Dungeons and Dragons actually in a tabletop exercise format to test our mass identification plan. So we used the dice in Dungeons and Dragons, the D20s or 20-sided dice, to add random elements into the test. So I'm going to be talking about how you can use that type of exercise in different areas of the laboratory too.
And who was a part of this process? Who did you recruit?
Yeah, so it was me and 3 other analysts. It was Elise Yacovo-Margetz, Todd Cohen, and Brielle Hay. We came together and we designed this exercise for our unit. So it was really great. It was really successful.
So have you done it once, or have you repeated this?
We've only done the test once so far, but what's great about it is you can do it again and again, because since the dice rolls end up being different, like you can repeat the test, but it'll be a different type of test each time.
And what was the outcome? Like, what were you looking for in the end?
So it was a test of our mass identification plan originally. So we wanted a way to test this plan without having to do an off-site event, which we did for our first test of it. So we wanted a way to kind of check our refinements, all the changes we made to the plan without having to bring all of our equipment again off-site. And so we came up with this tabletop exercise to kind of, they have to just use their documentation and walk through the plan still, but it's in a tabletop format, so we didn't have to bring equipment or samples like into off-site environments.
So how would other places benefit from this activity?
So if you have a mass identification plan, this could be used to test the plan, but we also found like this could be used in like training exercises or like troubleshooting. So if you want to sit down with an analyst and just talk through a process, then you can add dice rolls to it, and like the randomization can happen. So, okay, your maintenance is done. How are you going to do that then? So that's kind of the aspect we're going for with like the idea that it can be applied to other areas.
So who's setting up these questions, like as you're doing the rolls? How does that just...
So it'd be like the person who's running the exercise or something would have to come up with a list of things that could happen, but the dice rolls determine what will happen. So for our test of the plan, like we had something that was called an encounter table. So every 10 minutes, something was going to occur. So for example, someone would roll that, oh, there was an accident and stuff during the plan, someone cut themselves. And then we'd have that person roll dice to determine how severe that was. So it could be like, oh, they got a favorable roll and it just sliced through the glove, but no blood, they can continue on. Rather, they get a poor roll, oh, you sliced through your hand, you need to go to the hospital, you're taken out of the exercise. Who's gonna sub in now though? What's the rest of the team going to do when this happens? So just kind of trying to mimic real world, like things that could happen during a real world scenario into a tabletop format.
So it's just kind of troubleshooting the whole process from beginning to end?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. So it's just like going through the whole process, but then adding some real world like kind of situations that could occur, because we'd love everything to go according to plan, but usually nothing goes according to plan. So
9 people have COVID. Now they all have to be out of the lab. What do you do?
Exactly. Some people get pulled away. So now what's the team going to do?
And so was this your brainchild? Did you come up with this exercise?
It was me and 3 other analysts that came up with it and everything, and really made the exercise for the rest of the unit. Okay,
so your other part of your job is you're a DNA analyst as well?
Yes, I am.
And so was this something that you brought to your boss's attention, or something that you decided that you wanted to implement?
Yeah, we brought it to our boss's attention initially because we were trying to think of a way to test the mass identification plan again and do a tabletop. And some of us already played Dungeons and Dragons, so we were like, oh, we could do dice rolling and stuff. So we brought that, and she was like, great, go with it, go for it and stuff. So she gave us free rein to like kind of design this exercise for everybody.
That's super cool. That's neat. So this mass identification plan, what does that look like? For those who might not know, what are the steps in that?
So for the mass identification plan, it's just, so we in 2022, we got an intern who designed our mass identification plan, and it concluded with like an offsite event to test this plan. But it's for like the purpose of if we ever have to get deployed or respond somehow to a mass identification event, say a natural disaster, a man-made disaster or something where we have to identify a lot of victims, what's our plan? Like, how are we going to respond to that? So it has like different roles for each of the analysts to step in, like documentation, including like who you need to call for certain things, like a contact list, and just like a checklist of all the different tasks that a person would have to do.
So could this be utilized by some other groups or companies who might have like a backlog of unidentified cases or unidentified remains? Is it something they can utilize or not?
Like for backlog purposes, I think that would be a different plan than a mass identification plan. Is more for like the response to something occurring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So where do you think that this will end up in the future?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that it can help with just different aspects of the laboratory, because forensics, sometimes you have to think outside the box. And like what we found with this was like when we did all this randomization and like the different individuals had to think outside the box to come up with like a solution to something. So it really helped enhance critical thinking and teamwork when like you couldn't use I don't know as a correct answer, like you had to come up with a solution to something. So we really thought this would help build confidence just in general for the analysts to feel safe, like, no, I know what to do, I can do this, I can problem solve this.
So once you got those answers, then are they built into the plan? Like, is it like added?
Yeah, so it'd be like, oh, they came up with an idea, okay, then it takes off a different like direction or something, and you just kind of go with that to build off the plan and everything. So it's still like their end goal was still the same of like, okay, we have to go through so many samples and everything, and identifications and everything, and so they were still following the plan, but it was just, it was just like with their different problems that would come up, like how would they solve those?
Yeah. That sounds very interesting.
Oh, good.
I hope you have a very, very great talk this afternoon.
I hope so too, yes. I'm very excited to give it, so.
So one other question before I close. Is there ever like, would you put this in a workshop? Or something like that?
So we actually did a workshop on Sunday.
Okay.
Me and two of the others who helped design the exercise, and then we had Regina Wells from Kentucky State Police and Julie Sikorsky, who's our unit manager.
Yeah.
They were on the workshop with us. Oh, and Carol from our QA unit as well. And just talking, it was more about designing mass identification plans in general. And then towards the end, we did go over like how you can use a tabletop exercise to test those plans.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. That was a good choice.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, it's been so great chatting with you, and good luck.
Great time with you too. Thank you.
You bet. See you at Is She 37?
Maybe. We'll see. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.